Hello, everyone. Good morning. Today we've got a double Twilight Struggle doubleheader, Atlantic League in particular. Right now, I'm going to show a recorded game. This is Ryan Pindulic and James Hawks in Game 3 of their Atlantic League semifinal. Winner to the championship, loser to the third place match. Then tonight, I will have Game 2 of the other semifinal series, which is Harry Wu and myself. Harry won Game 1 of that series. And so I need to win tonight to force a Game 3. If Harry wins tonight, he'll head to the semifinal. He'll head to the championship game. So let's get going. We've got Ryan, we've got James. And Ryan is the U.S. in this one. So we've got a pretty good hand here. Interestingly, all three Europe attack cards. So you've got a headline and CNS. You've got a 4-op. You've got all three Europe attack cards. Now, I do not love this setup from Ryan because you're going to have to trigger one of these cards at least. So I would set up 4-4-2, trigger Suez, trigger De Gaulle, and then save UN and SOC Govs. So I'm not quite sure why Ryan's putting one in France. I suppose he's doing it to stop a coup in Italy because he knows it can't be taken out of the headline. The problem is you can hold UN SOC Govs for blockade if you want, which is what I'd do. You can space one of De Gaulle and Suez, but you're going to have to trigger the other. So you're going to lose that one op. Yep, 3-op coup. This will go on Iran. Oh, and he misses on the roll. So big miss there for James. That would be my play if I were Ryan. Yeah, so Ryan can space De Gaulle if he so desires, and perhaps Ryan thinking about a coup already. So Ryan could potentially space both De Gaulle and Suez. Could with double space if he hits the first roll. Okay, misses on the original coup. Yeah, should have used a 3, perhaps. But now Ryan has a few more ops to work with. That would have been its last guilt-free 3. So I don't think I mind that. Obviously, it looks bad in hindsight, but I don't mind the decision there by Ryan to just use the 2. And now we'll see if James is going to play decal. Certainly, if he has it, he will play it here. If he doesn't have it, I expect we would see a spread into Libya. Or and perhaps get one into South Korea as well. Oh, de-stall. Okay. Yep, I'm just going to take 4 out of Europe, go 2 Thailand, 1 Chile, and 1 directly into France. Don't like that decision from James with Europe already scored. Okay, now I like the decision a little bit better because you forced the filling of France, and now you give CIA. All right, so I was quick to criticize James's play. It was a bit unorthodox to throw a very valuable D-stall op. So 3 of 4 D-stall ops into into early war regions is normally not a very good play, particularly when one of those is going into an already scored region. But it works out well from. Oh, and now Ryan hits the roll in the Middle East. Okay, so this should be Lebanon. Yep. Yep. And so now Ryan in a little bit of trouble. Now he knows that James doesn't have blockade. So clearly you've got to go Angola here. This may be Angola and Algeria, perhaps. Perhaps Indonesia as well. No, he's not going to do that. Just going to space. Very interesting. Okay, so now he's going to allow the clean decall into Angola, Nigeria, Indonesia, and maybe Algeria, maybe Tunisia. We'll see. Oh, just going to beef up Thailand. That makes sense too. Okay. Yeah, I think Algeria is good. And then, yeah, Malaysia stops Dom. That seems fine to me. And then, yeah, you're going to have to give up Suez. Personally, I would have rather given up De Gaulle than Suez because James now is already in France, so the Algeria access piece doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, okay. Suez could go to space. You are right. Ryan could space it. I don't know, man. I would love to get into India, though. Yep, okay. Ryan's going to space it, and he's going to hit the roll. All right. So Ryan doesn't play it like I would have. He does not give up any of the 3 Europe attack cards. So good for him. Yeah, in this, and Ryan takes a little bit of a risk by not getting into India, but he draws IP War. He gets Purge and Containment as well. This is an excellent turn 2 hand for Ryan. Containment. Okay, Vietnam going to gives Asia Dom. Containment's going to get you 1-2, assuming that IP War is triggered for the event, which I got to think it will be. Containment will give 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ops. That's a very good containment. Certainly better than Purge on average in the early war for the U.S. Okay, so Ryan has to like this start. He's in terms of the early war regions at least. Oh, and now Ryan is going to get Marshall. Wow. So things worked out really well for Ryan in Europe. He did keep all 3 Europe. Both of the France cards are coming back, but now Europe looks good. Okay, and a big coup on Egypt that suggests Middle East scoring in Ryan in James's hand. So that flips Dom in the Middle East. And now we'll see where James wants to fight. Okay, just a one-op, probably. Okay, wants to stop the realigns. I don't know. I think I would have gone Lao there to retake Asia Dom, but yeah, I guess Ryan does have a lot of ops here that he could afford to burn on realigns. Yeah, Ryan's got plenty of ops here. So this would stop Middle East Dom, but Middle East Dom can easily be retaken with Libya, although Jordan then could just take Israel. And with AI war in his hand and about to get blockaded, that would be a pretty reasonable play. Yeah, this should just be Libya. Yep, there it is. Yep, and that stops the Middle East Dom. James not playing like a man who has Asia scoring. I think it would be tough for James to get Asia Dom here with Ryan under containment. South Korea is still empty. I think I would like, if I were James, to get at least one in there. I suspect we'll see Middle East scoring dumped here if James has it. No. He's going to take... Okay, does go into South Korea. Both players signaling they don't have the scoring. IP War, yeah, I think IP War is fine to trigger now. That makes sense. Now, Ryan does have to worry about AI war coming back. Clearly, he's going to get rid of it here. I might think about, yeah, okay. Mexico's fine. South Africa's fine. I might think about Burma here, because now one op in South Korea gives Dom to James. Ryan obviously can answer that with one in Philippines, but one South Korea, one Laos. Now all of a sudden you need 3 ops to answer Dom. Okay, 5-year plan of, I assume, Middle East. No, Asia. Okay, so Middle East will be coming turn 3. And I wonder if we'll see Egypt. Okay, jam of North Korea makes sense. I was wondering if we might see Jordan taken and then a poke of Egypt for Middle East Dom. But Ryan does not get the scoring. Okay, Ryan gets some stuff that James probably would have liked to have. Redraws decall. So Ryan really hoping not to get purged here. This would be a horrific hand to get purged with. And purge, I think, would be a no-brainer headline from James if he had it. I don't believe we've seen defectors yet. So James has defectors. James also has Middle East. Yeah, not a good hand here for Ryan on turn 3. But he had a very strong hand turn 2. I'm not even quite sure what you headline here because you're definitely getting Europe Dom. Blockade's gone. So if you headline Europe, you could eat Suez or Sock Govs. If you don't headline Europe, you're definitely scoring the Dom. Formosan's not going to do anything. Yeah, this is tough. This is tough. Yeah, you could risk a Europe headline, figuring that Sock Govs is not a great headline. Suez, although you know what? No, Suez is an excellent headline here for James. It gives him Middle East Dom in the headline. Oh, yeah, and Sock Govs. Ryan gambles and misses. Yep, knew that was a risk. Yep, and I don't know if I blame Ryan. So he gives up the VPs, but yeah, he didn't want to burn ops. Okay, NTB going to take a coup, presumably in the Middle East. Okay, that is good enough. Unless Ryan decides he wants to give up De Gaulle here to take Iran back, which isn't crazy with Europe, given the fact that he just scored Europe. James doesn't know. He knows about Formosan, Independent Reds, and Korean War. This would be a signal that Ryan's hand is terrible. I believe Truman is gone, yes. Okay, Warsaw's going to take North Korea back, certainly. Okay, Ryan quickly takes back France. Ryan's going to have to space decall, hope he misses, and then if he can, space Fidel. If he doesn't, he's going to have to give these bad cards. Yeah, including AI War. AI War is actually quite annoying. I suspect Ryan would give it, though, and take a chance of the 6. I think one Mexico's probably fine. Honestly, Jordan is not bad because this may be a hold your breath IP wars. Hold your breath AI war situation. And Ryan hits the space roll, and he was certainly hoping to miss that one. So, we talk about often the USSR is the one that doesn't want to get too far on the space track too quickly. Here it happens to the US, and Ryan now has 2 bad events in his hand that he does not want to give. And he's going to have to give Fidel or AI War. Certainly is giving Korean War. Even losing the Korean War is not that big a deal. Okay, yeah, just gonna take it. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness. What a roll on AI War. I don't blame Ryan for taking the risk, but that's a big, big flip of Israel. Man, cannot remember the last time I saw a full Israel flip like that with AI War. Yeah, you knew it would happen. Okay, wow, a rough. That hurts if you're Ryan. That's obviously two VPs immediately, and then two more when the scoring comes, and then probably is going to affect domination as well. Either will, even though Middle East just scored, when it comes back in the late war, going to be very tough for Ryan now to fight off domination in the Middle East. Ryan now dominated in the Middle East and gives up another 6. So I think, yeah, Guatemala's fine, I guess. Saharan also fine. Okay, so Ryan needs some access into the top half of South America. He's got to get there first, and instead he draws the scoring, which he could dump in the headline, but it's still 4 for James. He does not have a good way in there, though. Salt, not really going to do a ton for him. Salt could certainly be a good event, given the state of the African one stabs. Oh my God, brush war, not what Ryan's looking for, and a brush hit on Panama here would mean this game could be going off the rails very quickly. Okay, so Ryan could certainly, if Ryan headlines nuke subs, I would expect an immediate push into Uruguay from James, maybe even on AR1. So Ryan can't have that. So I suspect he will headline South America. I certainly would. Right now, yeah, exactly. Yep. Correct. I think this has to be South America, and Ryan's just going to have to eat the 4. And again, hold his breath on this brush war, but this one's full strength, and certainly it'll be going to Panama. Oh, and he misses. JR, hope you're watching. Okay, James immediately gives you Surrey to take a coup on Panama, and he hits that one, sure enough. So misses on the brush, but hits on the coup. VOA proof now in Panama. So I think at this point, nuke subs is the play, yes, without a doubt. And James can now can go into Uruguay if he likes, but and Ryan's probably going to just concede that because he wants to get work done in Africa, and South America is scored. Okay, gonna take Dom. That I don't understand. Okay, one Uruguay makes sense. I'm a little confused by the 2 Botswana because Ryan's just going to coup Angola immediately. He doesn't need the war. Just going to go ahead and coup. Anything but a 1 here. Great roll. Could see that flipped back, although under nuke subs, I doubt it. Okay, yeah, I'm going to get rid of Southeast Asia. 4 more for James. Yeah, Ryan needs Asia not to come. No. Just Zaire. Just Zaire. Right? Just Zaire. Or are you gonna? You could take a big roll on Panama, but I'd rather flip Zaire first. Needs a 4. Gets it. Gets the huge roll. Flips it back. Okay, that's a big roll for Ryan. Particularly because he's in a bit of an uncomfortable situation vis-a-vis Fidel. Ooh, interesting. That is very coupable. Yeah, I think that's a mistake by James, just leaving 1 in there with Ryan under nuke subs. I don't like that play from James. And Ryan makes him pay with a big roll. Okay, there goes voice. Now Zaire. Okay, Ryan with another crappy roll, but he's getting the big rolls when you need him. Got a big roll in Panama, got a big roll in Brazil, and crappy rolls in Angola and Zaire. Yep. And then now a little bit tricky. You could give cultural. Oh, he's gonna. Yeah, gonna. Oh, that's a big miss. Now I wonder if we'll see Zaire flip back, or if we might see real lines. Could see real lines here on South Africa. No, gonna just flip. Yep. Retake Dom, and now Ryan's got to coup. Yeah. Yeah. Ryan got 2 6s in Central America, and it got 2 6s on the 2 stabs, and he got 2 2s and a 1. Ooh, he spaces cultural. Does not take the last coup to change around Europe Dom and leaves James with, excuse me, not Europe Dom, Africa Dom. Little surprised by that, but it pays off, or so it appears, because he does get grain, so should be able to coup and get Africa Dom. He also gets CRG, which is very nice. Also gets duck, so Missile Envy is safe, but I think grain is the clear headline here with an Angola coup. Ryan holds Fidel yet again. I think I would have given up China with cultural to get Africa Dom, but I don't know. Okay, Muslims is incredibly annoying, but it's a scored region. I mean, I think this is just a nice, easy grain, isn't it? CRG's is nice as well, but I think it can wait. Also of note, Shuttle has stopped domination in Asia. Okay, that's a good pull. No war cards in Ryan's hand. AI War already used to great effect. Korean War out of the game. And Brush and IP War in the discard. So Flower, this is about as free a mid-war flower power as you can get. Okay, Ryan just takes the safe coup on Angola. And of course he rolls the 6 there to stop Africa Dom. Now Middle East looking exceptionally ugly, and particularly with Sadat in the discard. And yes, evidently Missile Envy would have been much better. So NORAD in effect, but Canada not filled. We will bear you. I wonder if that's just... I think you take Iran there. And we'll see if Ryan wants to fight over Saudi. I think he may just hope it doesn't come. Okay. I'd like to challenge a little bit in Southeast Asia, but I guess Ryan thinks he can stave off Dom in Asia even without putting any CRG ops in there. But this is a big threat. This threatens flips in both Nigeria and Zaire. Also threatens realigns in both. Yeah, I think Missile Envy's fine here. Then James can't obviously score Africa if he has it. OPEC is a clean 4 at the moment, so... Oh, okay, the Che's a nice pull. Yeah, Ryan knows he's going to have to probably fight off control there. All right, thinking about, okay, taking Africa Dom. Now, we'll probably see a coup of Zimbabwe here. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, now CRG, very annoying. A coup of Cameroon makes sense, but then you could eat a flip in Nigeria or Zaire. I think a 4-op play. Oh, he obviously doesn't have any 4-ops left. What you want to do is 1 Nigeria, 1 Zaire, 2 Ivory Coast, which would curtail the threat on both countries and stop Dom. But obviously, James does not have a 4-op to do that with. Thank you for the subscription, Milo Mindbend. I appreciate it. Oh, Camp David getting spaced. That would have been an important card for Ryan, but too little too late. The horse is already out the barn. And Ryan tries the realigns on Nigeria with just a 1-op realign and hits on the roll. So, okay, this board looking pretty good for Ryan. As soon as he takes Venezuela, South America will be even. He's got a presenceless dom in Central. He's got dom in Europe. He's got a nice, comfortable dom in Africa. Middle East is an abject disaster, but Asia, he's fighting. He's fighting there just fine, and should be able to get out of that scoring for not too much damage. Puppets, one Venezuela fine just to save the op. I think maybe one in Burma, maybe Afghanistan. I don't know that you need to put him in Africa. Okay, yeah, one Sudan you don't have access there, and one Cuba to save an op later. Certainly, Ryan gonna try and hold Fidel until he can discard it. There's Bert the Turtle. Okay, so Ryan does get Saudi and hangs on to a foothold in the Middle East. Okay, there goes Asia. So Ryan, so Shuttle at that point cost James 5 VPs. Now I think Ryan, if without Shuttle, would have just taken Philippines. Ryan misses on the space roll, and there's one small step. So Ryan now cannot double space. I don't think he was interested in doing so anyway. And there's Cuba. So Ryan now with control in Central America. The VP track looking incredibly ugly. But Ryan in good shape on this board. He just needs his scorings to actually come. And the Pope is nasty as well. Okay, and just a 1 is not good enough to stop Dom there. I think, yeah, one Venezuela is fine. And then I think one Nigeria. I still like going one more Nigeria and maybe one Cameroon. A fight here in the I think I still like one more. Decall is gone, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So he does go one Thailand, threaten the flip there. Okay, central scoring, Junta Purge. Wow, what a hand. This is absolutely huge, and headline peak with it. This is a monster. So Central will go off, presumably, for 8. Libs also in James's hand. Both Libs and Fidel. Yeah, Ryan's not going to be too worried about that. I think this is just a junta to protect Africa. You can get the scoring off, but perhaps so you can get the scoring off, but then you're allowing a coup of Nigeria, because ABM is around. So Ryan could be worried about. So this is probably an automatic junta, except you're worried about an ABM in Panama. That's what you're worried about. Okay, Ryan maybe hoping to miss this roll. Okay, no, he hits it. I was saying maybe he hopes to miss this roll because then James has to repair Argentina and we won't see an ABM right away in Panama. But now, if James has ABM, it makes all the sense in the world to trigger it right here and go after Panama. This should be a big turn for Ryan. Yeah, okay, nope, just a 2 out. This should go Uruguay and Thailand. Yep. Okay, I had not thought about that. Okay, yeah, Ryan going to allow the realigns at the risk of just so he can bank his 8 VPs in Central. I think that's a good play. Okay, gets him out in 1. I think Ryan is obviously disappointed about that, but he hung on to Panama, which is what is most important. Yeah, that wasn't going to work. I think Panama Canal is a fine event. Yeah, I don't know that you necessarily have to play it right now, but I think it's a fine event. 5-year plan. is an interesting event, but I don't think you can play it given that Africa could be in James's hand. Should be Argentina and, okay, yeah. Romania to just overprotect Nigeria is fine. Warsaw is in the discard. But yeah, I don't mind taking Poland and making James draw Warsaw. But obviously fighting over Africa. Okay, that coup does stop Dom. And Ryan with some problems here. He's got a guilt-free 4-op in Purge. Okay, yeah. And much as I would have liked the Panama Canal event, I think using it for a coup in Africa is better. South African is an empty AR, presumably. OAS, I think it's this. Yep. I doubt Ryan's going to fight hard here. Yeah, and just repair. I wonder, yeah, okay, yeah, I'm going to space Bear Trap, and now I wonder if we'll see Kennedy. I don't know. I might use Purge here because we might see Kennedy, and there's only one scoring card out there, so you can you can get rid of both. Gunman, I believe, is unseen. Okay, so it did not have Kennedy. You end Alliance, which would have been a nice 5 VPs. Well, 4. I would rather just put 2 into Chile over that, if that's what our plan is. But okay, Ryan, that's fine. And now James takes a VP here, and we'll see. Does Ryan get Kennedy? He does not. He also does not get Africa. So James gets both of those. Ryan gets Quag and Suez. Ooh, also gets Warsaw. That's an interesting redraw. And NORAD has been in effect for quite a while, but Canada not filled. So I wonder how Ryan wants to play this hand. He's going to have presumably no DEFCON degraders here. So James is going to get a coup in Africa. But Ryan can punish him for that by fighting in South America. He can punish him for that by taking Poland. So, but Formosan is a good headline here. R-Man is a good headline. Yeah, there goes R-Man. Oh boy, and that's a huge redraw and a swing and a miss with R-Man. Wow. Okay, this is problematic for Ryan. Ryan's now going to eat a 4-op coup, and then a follow-up to that. So that hurts. So okay, just a 1. But a 1 is enough when you steal a 4-op like that. Ryan also only has 2 ops to respond. Now James could dump Africa here if he wanted, but he might be more aggressive. In fact, just gonna dump Africa. I think 2 Argentina is fine here, right? Yeah, just make James spend a 3. And then I don't know. This is a little tricky. You don't want to self-quag. Nobody wants to self-quag, but if you do, you can get rid of Warsaw. Okay, there's ABM. So ABM could have been used in Africa, by James. Okay, Ryan not even thinking about self-quacking. He's going to get rid of it. ABM could have been used in Africa potentially to take a shot at Algeria and Africa Dom, but James decides to just go ahead and play ABM for ops to take back the battlegrounds that are his. So Formosan could be an interesting event. I don't know, man. I'd think about taking Poland right here. I would really think about it. You've got Warsaw in your hand. Now, you would have to give Fidel in that case, but you can prep Fidel by taking Nicaragua and Haiti. Okay, there we go. Now I think I might just give Warsaw. Yeah, go ahead and take Cuba. Or excuse me, go ahead and take Chile. Oh, I see. Okay, Ryan doesn't want. Ryan is doesn't want to take Chile and only to get realigned right out. That makes sense. Formosan is a very reasonable event here, but I guess Ryan does not have the ops to also take Thailand. Ryan also needs mill ops. Okay, this will be that. Yep, and I think you're just going to put those two. Yep. Ryan may have to go without mill ops this turn if he wants to continue fighting for Chile. He could coup with Warsaw, but if you do that, you are giving up Europe. Oh, of course. There's Kennedy. Now, of course, I had been thinking about Kennedy last turn. I wasn't thinking about it this turn, even though it was known. Okay, gets rid of Fidel and draws U2. Yeah, and got to overprotect France with Sakovs and Reformer coming. Yeah, question is the VP giving out? You don't want to give up 2 VPs to Milops and then another for the event. But you don't want to leave France unoverprotected. You want to fight for Chile. Tough call here from Ryan. I think I like stomaching the VP loss better. Yeah, I like this better if I'm Ryan, but okay, he does concede the 3 VPs. Okay, here we go to turn 9, and they're central. Exactly the scoring Ryan was looking for. And EEU is nice as well with Warsaw and Ryan's hand. Now UN, we can UN Warsaw space Pershing and trigger EEU. And Sadat comes back, which is a nice treat for Ryan as well. Yeah, I think this is a nice, easy EEU headline to stop presence in Europe. That's a huge threat. Okay, and there goes Lone Gunman. So he will see Central in hand, and he will not see Europe in hand. But that's a big threat. He will see Warsaw in Ryan's hand, so he knows he's got to fight in Europe. But the ops here are terrible for Ryan. Ryan also with IP war in his hand, so he's going to have to give up the 2 VPs there. Probably might even trigger the event to try and get them back. Yeah, Ryan looking really good here. He's got Europe. Okay, and there's the miss. So he's going to get central control here. Yeah, James knows he doesn't have to worry about Europe getting scored on him immediately. See, I would just score central here, I think. I think I'd just score central. And just put your 8 VPs on the board right now. I don't think you need to fight hard in Europe. This seems like it can wait. Yeah, just score, right? Don't you just score? Yeah, just take your VPs. Yeah, there you go. You take your 8 VPs. Now, obviously, James knows Ryan doesn't have war games. Okay, independent Reds, not going to do much. And there, okay, takes back Poland. I think I'm spacing Warsaw now. I think now's a good time to space Warsaw. James knows we have to trigger IP war. Okay, and he's going to space this. Okay, so now Ryan with discard, but I think you probably still just UN Pershing, eat the 2. Okay, Ryan, very happy to see Ortega and Gunman both gone. Now he does not have to worry about any kind of a DEFCON issue. I don't know if Sadat is going to get Ryan Egypt. He has no access in there. But still obviously worth the event. Oh, yes. Yeah, Sudan. I forgot about Sudan. Yeah, I was not thinking about it. So, yeah, you can poke Egypt with a UN Pershing or with IP war and then trigger Sadat. Yeah, I forgot about Sudan. Okay, Ryan just opts to trigger Sadat and allow James to put the 3 ops. Oh, okay, just gonna do that. All right, well now you just UN Pershing and do 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah, so I think a 3-op play just taking Egypt would have been better, but James probably doesn't have that. Now you're going to give up 2 VPs for IP war, and you're going to give up another one if you don't coup or trigger it. Oh, and so that stops discard, although Ryan wasn't discarding this turn anyway. But Ryan hits the roll to keep the VPs. Norhad's been active this whole game. Almost the whole game. I believe it's active turn 4, but Ryan has not filled Canada. Okay. So, a nice hand here for Ryan. He's got Aldrich, so doesn't have to worry about that. He's got Defectors, which may be a good headline here. Although Cal, just to pick up a couple of VP and take DEFCON down, may be better. I think Cal's probably better. Nope, just going to defect and hit libs. I'm going to maintain his ops. All right, so Ryan's going to eat a coup here. Where is it going to be? Probably Venezuela would be my play. Yeah, there it is. And he gets the roll. So Ryan now dominated in South America, and he has the scoring, but he also has Aldrich, so does not have to worry about that. Yeah, it does have to play decal on himself. Not that terrible, though. You just repair Algeria and South Africa. Oh, gonna go even realigns. Oh, and he gets him out. Huge, 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 huge. Space Racetrack looms large here as well. Oh, now going to try even realigns of his own in Brazil. Oh, and he gets him out. Wow. Even realigns in South America. Ted, you have often said that you think if AI played Twilight Struggle, it would like even realigns a lot better than than players normally do. Alliance obviously has to go to space, and he hits the roll, but now Ryan can go into Uruguay, and I would, yeah, Latin American debt crisis I think is fine. You just give up. So now we're going to see 28 in Chile. And there's Evil Empire. Ryan very happy to see that. That's going to get him 3 VPs. And Iran Iraq War is quite a reasonable event. Yeah, but I think you go into Brazil here. I think that's right. You go into Brazil, you take Venezuela with AWACS, you score South America on AR6, and then you Aldrich away, decall rather than South America. Yeah, this is fine. That takes Africa Dom. Yeah, Ryan looking very good here with 3 Doms on the board to just 1 for James. And there goes Europe. Certainly not what James wanted to have in his hand. Brush is still around, so that obviously would have gone to Italy if James had it. Oh, and James had to give up VOA. Brutal. To Nigeria, certainly. Yeah. Yep, this is the play. And then AR7 is 2 Libya, 1 Nigeria, and that takes away James's last Dom. Okay, well, now you just go 1 Egypt, 2 Libya, and you leave Nigeria empty. Yep. James now with no domination on the board. Ryan with a 10 VP lead. And another nice hand here. Brush CRG. Solidarity, very annoying. And there's AI War. Okay, good events hand, bad ops hand. Yeah, I think Solidarity is fine, even though Ryan not threatening to make a real play for Europe. So I believe Ryan drew all 4 war cards in the late war after triggering Flower Power. But James got stuck with Evil Empire. So Ryan only loses 2 VPs over it. Yeah, I think Solidarity is probably fine. You know, one event that's free is Allende. I don't think Allende matters. Is CRG that good though? I guess it is. I was thinking CRG just invites a coup on Nigeria, but of course, if that happens, you just flip Thailand with China, which is nice. So yeah, CRG is fine. I wonder if Argentina will be our brush target for. Oh, James. James says GG. Okay, well, congratulations to Ryan. Ryan moves on to the finals of Atlantic League. That's his second trip to the Atlantic League finals. He lost in the finals to Gabriel Panic last year. And James moves on to the third place match. So we will see him play against either Harry or myself. Harry and I, again, coming up tonight is game 2 of our series. I need to win to stave off elimination, force a winner take all game 3. If I lose that one, I'll be playing James in the third place match, while Harry will move on to play Ryan in the finals. Harry's already participated in Champions League. He finished third, and he has a third place finish. So Ryan also has made Champions League. James obviously has not. This is his first year in Atlantic League. So excited to see what happens there. So please tune back in tonight to watch my game against Harry. This was a fun one to watch. Very interesting game between a couple of good players. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day. That was fun, but now it's done. So long, everybody.